Hey, Pastor Dwain here for Restored Life. Just wanted to give you a shout out. I was thinking about Eden, actually. I was thinking about the Garden of Eden. It just, if somebody could zoom you back, or zoom me back to the Garden of Eden. Have you heard about, some of the ambitions of these guys? They want us to go to Mars. They want us to go here. They want us to go there. They got rocket ship here. Well, what if somebody could rocket ship you to Eden? Would you say no? What if there was all expense trip paid to Eden, the Garden of Eden, and you saw the Tigris River and it splits off, and you saw all the gold, and you saw, the beauty and the peace and everything that existed in Eden. That's really what restoration is. Restoration is not getting your stuff back. Restoration is getting back what you've never had. When we think about restoration, because we have to think about restoration because the Bible's really a book about restoration. It's more than salvation. Salvation through forgiveness is really just a pathway to restoration. What God really wants, He really wants to restore you to what first Adam had or where first Adam lived. He wants to restore you to Eden. And so would you say no? Would you say, I don't want to go? How do we get there? That's really what the Restored Life is all about. The Restored Life Clinic, the Restored Life Conference, the Restored Life University, online university, all of that. It's really about getting you to restoration. And part of that is getting you set free. I want to read a verse to you because part of what keeps us from our restoration is that we've got stuff. We've got stuff going on. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 15, it says, "See to it that no one comes short of the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springing up causes trouble, and that by it many be defiled." See to it that no one comes short of the grace of God, that no root of bitterness, that no bitter root, that nothing bitter, that a bitter root springs up. So, here he names a root of bitterness, but there's a lot more roots than just a bitter root. There are all sorts of other roots that we could have in our lives, like a root system. A root system of bitterness is just one of them. And so there's an exhortation here in Hebrews 12, don't let that root be a part of your life, because if it springs up, and that doesn't mean it controls you all the time, it's never that way for Christians. A root within you doesn't control you all the time. It just springs up now and then. And when it does, it causes defilement. It defiles you. It defiles those that it touches. But you don't have to be subject to a root system. You don't have to have a root of iniquity or an unclean root within you. You've been born again that you might become free. You've been born of the Spirit that you might come into deliverance and freedom. What the Lord wants for you is not just to be born of the Spirit, but He wants your entire soul, your mind, will, and emotions, imagination. He wants all of you completely free from any root system that would spring up and cause trouble. If it's fear, if it's pornography or sexual addiction, if it's drugs or alcohol, if it's unclean manifestations of anger, whatever it is, God wants you free, because your freedom has a lot to do with getting you back to Eden. So that's why we want you to be a part of Restored Life. We want you to get to the conference. We want you to get to Restored Life University. We want you to come and check us out, find out how to become free, because your freedom has to precede your restoration. Until next time, this is Pastor Dwain. We want you free. God bless you.